Well, hello. Today is Friday, January 12th. Do you like my shirt? It says, "Careful or you'll end up in my novel." Bertie got that for me, my sister-in-law. I love it. I absolutely love it. I will never write a novel. I'm not that talented. And I'm not fishing for compliments. You just got to know your limitations. And that's not in my wheelhouse. But I love telling stories. So kind of like either way. So, see the shirt, I've had this one for years. I can't even tell you how long I've had this shirt. You know me, I keep things forever. But anyway, I can always count on you guys to help me out because yesterday I couldn't think of the right word that I was trying to come up with. And the word I was really looking for was motivation. And Luna57 and Janice W. both told me that that's what I was looking for. And you read my mind. Scary thought. You can read my mind. That's scary. But that was the word I was looking for. Although there were some other ones that came up really nice, really good ones that I could have used. Carrie 3440 came up with momentum. That's another good one I should have used. Mojo, another great one by Debbie Scott. Lo-hee-ho. Lo-hee-ho. Is that it? Oh, Lottie-ho. Lottie-ho. I don't want to get your name wrong. Lottie-ho. I like the name. I put a smile on my face when I saw it. And Anita Johnson. But Janice W. came up with some other good ones. Incentive, desire, eagerness. I am so eager to get to my 100-pound goal. It'll just be the icing on the cake. It'll just be so nice. Oh, that tastes good, Lacey. Did you ever do that? You put your finger on the... That's not nice. It's not sanitary. I do have to admit, when I was slicing everybody's cake yesterday, this is how you slice cake, in case you didn't know. But anyway, when I was slicing everyone's cake, when I got done, I had chocolate on my fingers. And so, you know, you have to clean your fingers. I had a napkin. No, that's why you have a mouth. To lick all the chocolate off, because I wasn't going to have a piece of cake. But, yeah, that's what you do. Anyway, that's what I do, at least. And but I didn't cut, which I have in the past, and my family's pointed out, and I said, you know what, if you don't like it, don't eat it. But, you know, I never stopped them. I have sliced and then licked and then sliced and then licked, but that's unsanitary. But they're mother germs. Mother germs aren't bad. How many people out there have got their face spit washed by their mother, and they survived, they lived, you know. I don't know, I don't see people doing it anymore, but I remember that being done a lot. So, and I survived too, as did all my kids, and even my grandkids when I do it. Although they cringe when I do it. But you know, they'll survive. You got to eat a peck of dirt before you die. So I'm in no hurry to eat a peck of dirt. But then, who else did I want to talk to? I wanted to talk to the Brit. You got to hang in there. I know she's getting discouraged about her weight loss, and she just can't get the motivation or the mojo, or the incentive, or the desire, all these good words. But it'll come to you. You know, everybody out here struggles. Everybody on this journey has stumbles along the way. And if you say that you don't, I don't believe you. I really don't. I'm not saying that you're not as dedicated or whatever, but it's just, everybody gets tempted. And you do overeat. I can't help it. Well, I should speak for myself. I'm going to just speak for myself. I do get a little unmotivated sometimes, but I like to do a reflection of the previous year. As you know, my word for this year is determination, because I'm determined I'm going to do it this time. But when I was adding up my numbers, the Brit, I wish I knew your real name. I probably should know your real name, but I don't remember it. But yeah, I can remember way back when I was a child, but forget that. Right about here, I'm going to put some clips. Somebody had asked, I think it was Lynn Weeder had asked, to see pictures of me as a child, so I'll put them here right now. Okay, here's a picture of me as a child. That's me right there. That's my sister Sue. That's my brother Pat. That's my brother Mike. That's my sister Mary. That's a neighbor, Greg. Denise was just a baby. She was in the house. And here's a picture of me, skinny Winnie. Oh my gosh, look at me. It was in 1966. I was 16 years old. I thought I was huge, although I love that pink dress. And there's my Jim. Actually, I met Jim in 1967, but that's his, that's not his graduation picture. That's his junior high picture. And that's Jim when we were dating. That's the first summer that we were together. There's my graduation picture. I graduated in 1968. I graduated with Jim. And there I am with Jim and my sister Sue. That's in front of Jim's house. And that's with my next door neighbor Sam. And that's during my actual graduation ceremony. So there you go. Let me see if I can find a baby picture. There I am with my mom and dad. And even then, I didn't know how to keep my mouth shut. Well, it was Asti who wanted to know about my childhood, pictures of my childhood. I was so skinny and I thought I was so fat. It's just... And then I forgot to tell you that Luna57 also came up with enthusiasm, which is a good word too. And also Carla Johnson came up with momentum. I hope you don't mind that I say your names because yeah, I figured if you put your names in the comments, you don't really have a problem with it. And Cindy Pope, I do remember Romper Room when she'd have that mirror and she'd, I see, but she never said Sandra. I always hoped for it, but it never came. It was always Mary and Sue and Sally, you know. I didn't like those girls. They got mentioned on TV and I didn't. But anyway, back to the Brit. Did I send? Oh yeah, the Brit. That's right, I wanted to know what your name was. Put in the comments below what your real name is so I don't have to keep calling you the Brit. Unless you like being called the Brit, then I'll call you the Brit. But anyway, you got to hang in there. It's a long journey, I know, and I did an assessment of my year, like I was saying earlier, and I'm determined this year to hit my 100 pounds, but I could have really come really close because it's really taken me a while to get my motivation, my mojo, my enthusiasm, my desire, my incentive, what else? My momentum, and my eagerness to really get on this program. And I really didn't start until just before Thanksgiving because for 16 weeks, it took me to lose 10 pounds. So that was a long time coming. And it was very hard because I would lose and I would gain and I would lose and I would gain. And so last year, I gained a total of 33.5 pounds, which if I would have not gained that weight, which I told you people are going to gain along the way, but you know, you can always look back and think, well, what if, woulda, coulda, shoulda. But if I wouldn't have gained the 33.5 pounds, I'd be like at 93.5 pounds. I would be just 6.5 pounds from hitting my 100-pound goal. And I could see it like on the horizon. I can still see it on the horizon. I can see it. It's a ways off. But 6.5 pounds or 6.25 pounds or whatever, that would have been way closer. But I'm determined now. I'm really, my word, determination. And I'm determined I'm going to do it this time because as many times as you guys have told me to check out Leslie Sansone, and I kept saying, no, that's like exercise. I will admit it's still exercise. It's an exercise video. I don't find it relaxing. I don't find it enjoyable. I really don't. I'm being honest with you. But I know I need it because I can't get out and walk. So Lynn Weeder, she wanted to know about my light drinks that I drink. And I don't drink any sugar-free pop. I kind of got off on a tangent there. I was talking on one thing. I wanted to go back real quick to Deborah Brunn, wanted to know which video I walked to. And it's the Leslie Sansone walk one happy mile, I think it's called. Or a happy mile or 1 mile or something. It's a 1 mile. And there's the one guy in there, Nick, that annoys me in the video. He just annoys, it's just like he wants to be on the, like, look who's talking as I'm talking on a camera. But he just like camera time or something. I don't know. He just annoys me on the video. Not that he's on it a lot, but just enough to annoy me. So hopefully I'm not that person. Nah, I'm not that person. But anyway, Lynn Weeder wanted to know about my drinks. I don't like sugar-free drinks. I just don't like them. They leave like an aftertaste. The only thing I drink sugar-free is, which is local, I don't know how far around the United States they distribute it, but is Verner's Ginger Ale. I'll drink that as a diet, and I'll drink Diet 7-Up if I'm going to drink pop. But nah, not so much. I'd rather not have it than drink it. I really would. And the only time I really drink Ferners is when I'm sick because of the ginger, and it helps your stomach. It's like there was a commercial that in a Michigan cupboard, you open it up for stomach relief, and you open it up and it's all cans of Ferners because it really does work. The Canada Dry I do like, but it's a little sweeter. But that, and then I don't put any cream or sugar or anything like that in my teas because I like it black. I don't like coffee. And lemonade, I mean, just the normal amount of sugar that's used to make the lemonade is probably the only, I mean, I don't add more sugar to it. I don't use refined sugar as far as like if you buy a bag of sugar and use the sugar. I just don't. So when we run out of sugar, Jim will always say, we have no sugar, we have no sugar. And I'm thinking, you got to let me know because I don't use sugar, so I'm not aware of how much sugar we have. So I'm not, but you know, like give me sugar in a cake or a cookie or a candy, I'll take that in the New York minute. I don't have a problem with that. So that's what I'm doing. And I find that since I'm losing weight, I have more incentive to do things. I really do. I realized in the last couple of weeks that I like getting out in my car and going, oh, you get to hear the music. Jim hasn't changed it over from the Christmas music yet. It's too heavy and it's kind of odd the way it comes out. I don't know if you can see, but the thing opens up, spreads. But zoom in on that and you'll see it. It's really cool. But what was I saying? Oh, I find myself going more places in my car and getting out and just enjoying life so much more. I've always enjoyed life, but I didn't realize how much more I'm enjoying life, if that makes any sense, because I think I've always been a pretty happy-go-lucky person, but I was always the one that I always had to get home. I always had to be home. I didn't want to go anywhere. Last winter, other than my walks, if I did walk, I didn't go anywhere. Now I look forward to leaving the house, although I'm glad I didn't leave today because, like I told you, I don't know if I told you, I think I told you, that it's a winter mix, which is rain and sleet and snow and ice, and it's just really bad. I think I told you. It was so long ago. It was a good 6 minutes ago. But anyway, all right, I'll show you my food and my breakfast, usual breakfast, although I think I'm going to have a piece of toast today because my bread is getting close to the expiration date and I don't want to throw it away. I know that's not a reason to eat it, but you know, I'm trying to be more frugal because this is going to be the year that Sandy is financially responsible with her money. She's not going to spend it foolishly like I did last year. And what else am I going to do? I'm going to lose weight. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, still going to use my Santa cup because it's a big cup. I like that. And I'm going to use the orange spice black tea that I got from Weight Watchers with Carrie. And I'm going to start, so I'd let you know that I started my day with a prayer. I drank 60 ounces of water so far. I've walked 3,072 steps. My quote is, your life doesn't get better by chance, it gets better by change. 25 smart points, it's a 2-point breakfast. 0 for my eggs, my berry, my grapefruit, my bananas, my tea, and my water. And 2 for my toast with sugar-free jelly. So I still have 23 points left for the rest of the day. Rosie Villa from LA. Hello, how are you? Okay, it's time for dinner. Oh, I almost lost my voice there for a minute. 0 for my salad, the tea, the water, and I do have some chicken on there. 4 points for my 2 slices of cheese. Provolone, 3 points for my 1 ounce of feta cheese, 3 points for my half a cup of cottage cheese, and 6 points for 2 tablespoons of dressing. It's a 16-point dinner. I have 7 points left. Okay, I'm going to end my video now, so I will see you guys in the morning, and tomorrow I'm going to have a loss. I feel it. I feel it in my bones.